Plains. Plains are the thickly populated regions of the world. Today we are going to study about the northern plains of India. This is the political map of India. Here we can see the physical map as well. In this physical map, this is the location of plain regions. Plain regions, they are very important, especially for the farmers. Plain regions are formed by the interplay of three important river systems in India. Three important river systems are Indus. This is the originating place. Indus river is originating in Kailash Mansarovar Lake, moving northwards, entering into Jammu Kashmir region, then going to Pakistan, and finally it goes to Arabian Sea. Indus and its tributaries. This place is the river Indus and tributaries. Here Indus and tributaries. In middle part here Ganga river and its tributaries. Ganga river and its tributaries, and northeastern region, this region Brahmaputra and its tributaries. Now together Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra river and its tributaries forms the northern plains of India. This is the complete regions of the northern plain regions. Beside this, there are delta region, Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, Mahanadi. These all are the areas. Again, delta regions are very fertile, and here is also alluvial soils are found. So this region is also forms the plain. River deposits the sediments near the river mouth. This is the plain. Now coming to the area of plains, northern plains in India. We will get all those details one by one here. Area of India is area of northern plains in India 7 lakh square kilometer. Length is about 2400 kilometer. Width is 240 to 320 kilometers broad. This is the area of the northern plain regions. These regions are densely populated. This is the important characteristics. Densely populated. Why? Because of the alluvial soil which is formed by the rivers. These rivers brought sediments, alluvium, which is very fertile. That is why agriculture is done here. So these regions are densely populated. Rich soil is available in the northern plains. Again, in the northern plains, adequate water supply, adequate water availability is there. Rich soil, densely populated. These are the important characteristics. Next, when we talk about the climate, here in the northern plains, climate is very favorable. Next, because of these factors, these regions are agriculturally very productive. Now coming to in northern plain regions, we can see some of the formations. Riverine islands are formed in this northern plains. Riverine islands. Majuli, this is the name of riverine islands. Majuli in the Brahmaputra river is the largest riverine island in the world in Brahmaputra river. This island is inhabited island. Its location is in the northeastern India. Northeastern India where? In Assam. The river is Brahmaputra river. Coming to the next, distributaries. What is distributaries? The river in their lower course. River in the lower course is split into numerous channels due to deposition of sediments. These channels are known as distributaries. Tributaries and in tributaries again there is bifurcation of different branches through which water is flowing, forming the distributaries. Next is Doab. Doab are the regions. Doab. It is made up of two words, Do and Ab. Do means two, Ab means water. Means land between two river system. Doabs are the land between the two rivers. This is called as the Doab. Panch Ab. Panch Ab. Panch means five. Ab means water. Land of five rivers. So these are some of the formations. Riverine island, distributaries, Doabs are found in the northern plains of India. Now coming to the location, where is it located? Northern plains. When we talk about the plains, so this it is spread over the states of northern India. Northern India. When we talk about the states, Haryana, Delhi, this is the Union Territory, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, partly Jharkhand, not whole Jharkhand, some area of the Jharkhand, and West Bengal to its east. West Bengal to its east, eastern side of Bengal. Particularly when we talk about Assam, so particularly in Assam, lies in the Brahmaputra plain. So these all are the regions of northern plains in India. Northern plains are generally described as flat land. But again in this flat land, it also has diverse relief features. In plain land, flat land, again there are different features are also seen in this flat land. According to the variations in relief features, it can be divided into 4 regions. With the help of this figure, I will try to explain you all the variations, diverse relief features. These all are the diverse relief features. One by one we will see. First is Bhabar, next one Tarai, Bhangar and the Khadar. These are the important variations in the relief features which we can see in the northern plain regions. First, Bhabar region. Bhabar region. To understand this Bhabar region, first we have to understand this figure. This we have to understand that this is the Himalayas, Himalayan regions. These all are mountains, and especially we are talking about the Shivalik mountain. Shivalik, which is the outer Himalayas. 3 folds are there: Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and Shivalik. This Shivalik is the outer Himalayas. After melting of glaciers, when it melts, river form, and this river descends downwards. When it descends downwards, then it erodes the rocks. This river is going again to this belt, just after the foothills of Shivalik. After the foothill of Shivalik, this is the Shivalik. This is the foothills. Foothills of Shivalik. This Bhava regions lies. River in this region, river deposits pebbles in a narrow belt of about 8 to 16 kilometer. 8 to, this is the region, 8 to 16 kilometer, and this is the narrow belt. In width, lying parallel to the slope of the Shivalik. Here in this belt, the water which is river water which is coming in this region, water used to disappear. Here water is to disappear. Water is not seen here. Why? Because of the gap between these pebbles. Water moves to the next belt, and that belt is known as the Tarai region. Second one is the Tarai region. It is a wet, swampy and marshy region. This region is the wet, swampy and marshy region created how it is formed. This region is created by the streams and rivers re-emerges. The stream which is coming from the Bhava region, it is going to this belt. So streams and rivers re-emerges. After the re-emerging of the stream and rivers, these regions are formed Tarai region. These regions are thickly forested region, and because of thickly forested region, it is full of wildlife. It is full of wildlife. The forests have been cleared to create agricultural land and to settle migrants from Pakistan after partition. After partition in the year 1947, here the forest was cleared for the settling up of the migrants from Pakistan, and they started doing agriculture there. Forests are cleared here by them. Now coming to the Bhangar. Bhangar are the old alluvial soil. It is the older alluvium lies above the flood plains of river. Rivers bringing alluvial soil, and alluvial soil are of two types as per their age. They are Bhangar and Khadar. Bhangar are the older alluvial which are brought by the rivers. It lies above the floodplains of the rivers and present a terrace-like feature. Terrace, river and terrace-like feature. Sidinuma. Terrace. It contains calcareous deposit. Calcareous deposit here means calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxides are formed, and because of this calcareous deposits are formed, these are the chemicals calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide. So calcareous deposits are present in a calcareous deposits. These calcareous deposits locally known as Kankar. It contains calcareous deposits. Calcareous means here the minerals which is present in calcareous deposits are calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide, and these deposits, calcareous deposits, locally known as Kankar. This is the figure of Bhangar. Now coming to the Khadar. Khadar are the new alluvial soil. They are very young and very fertile compared to Bhangar. The newer young deposits of flood plains, they are renewed almost every year. These Khadar rivers are found near the rivers. Every year they used to get renewed. That is why it is very fertile. So are fertile, and because of this fertility, it is ideal for doing intensive agriculture. So this was all about the northern plains. All these are the important characteristics of the northern plain. This is the figure to understand these variations: Bhabhar, Tarai, Bangar and Khadar. This upper part, mountainous region, it is the Shivalik. This is the Bhabhar region. Here streams disappears. This belt is belt of Tarai region. Here streams and rivers again appears, and because of this appearance, it is a wet and swampy marshy region. This is the belt of Bangar, old alluvial soil. This is the Khadar, new alluvial soil.